The following broadcast is intended for mature audiences. These are real people sharing very real, deeply personal experiences. This content may be considered triggering for others and for those who are sharing. The chat room is a privilege intended for discussions and sharing. You are not being asked to agree, but you are being asked to stay civil and refrain from personal attacks. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome back to Am I Mental? Sorry I'm really late. I have the flu again. Like you wouldn't fucking believe, with a massive migraine. Trying to get the co-host and everybody in right now. And hope that we can actually do this. Sorry for being all this. Yeah, sorry for this, guys. I really do apologize. Hopefully we can get S in here. Her mom, it is a 1-year anniversary episode that she wanted to do. Damn it. I'm really sorry, guys. I slept through everything. This migraine I have and like this fever, they're just killing me. And I'm waiting to see if anybody decides to join in. Otherwise, we may have to just scrub this one and be like, "Oops, sorry, we'll have to try again another day." For those of you that are listening, if you want to help us out, we really appreciate it. Go to mimental.net/donate. There's a number of ways that you can donate, including getting some merchandise. Every penny goes right back into the podcast. We keep nothing. There are a number of people that are volunteering their time to help to make this even more successful. Including I am going to be delegating a little bit, where being able to start in case this happens again, where I'm really freaking sick. We can get someone else in here too to start it if this happens again. Come on, somebody. Join. So it looks like we may not even have a podcast. I do apologize. I know that it's an hour and a half late. I am so very sorry. I've never wanted this to happen. I never, ever wanted it to have a late start. I never wanted to be the one that caused a failure like this. But here we are. My personal mental health has been kind of in the toilet lately, so that's always fun. Trying to run a mental health podcast and help others while you yourself are struggling, but that's always been my nature. I've always tried to help. Even when I'm struggling myself, I still try to help. It helps me to be able to help others. I get someone to feel better about themselves or their situation or get through a tough time, and I feel better. And it helps lift me up and helps with my mental health as well. Which is why I have this podcast. This is my therapy. And you guys really are the best. Hey, Brandy. I'll put out a blast to everybody that was supposed to be on this episode. And, hey, we're getting one co-host in. Well, a covering co-host. Hi, Jay. Can you hear me? Just being quiet? Oh, okay.
I'm not in a quiet place, so I don't know if I should have my sound on.
Gotcha. J+, hope you feel better soon. Thank you. Brandy was just saying that one of the big reasons I like working with kids, giving that little lift when you help out. Yeah, definitely. I can see that. And that's just like right in your nature, Brandy. I mean, you're just such a bubbly person. I mean, you could be wicked too, like just as wicked as you are bubbly. And you can be bubbly while being wicked too, which is one of the things I freaking love about you. Oh god, I feel like shit. I'm getting frowny faces from Jay. Again, I am so sorry that I just woke up to Buster trying to claw his way out the door because he had to go to the bathroom.
So what's the plan tonight? Sorry, I'm late joining on here.
Oh, hey, we got the guest on. Connecting to audio, and I know you know this person. There we go. I am so sorry I'm so late. I have a migraine. I have the flu. I hear nothing from you. I can read lips enough to know what you just said there. Disconnect, reconnect, maybe? Brandy just said, had to take my first CPS report last week, which sucked. I do have a couple of people that work at CPS I'd like to get on the show to talk about some of the stresses of their job, because I know their job is stressful. Because sometimes you have to make that decision that the kids are better off without the parents.
Ah.
That was awesome. Virtually face planted into your booby lease.
Well,
I heard you there.
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry I'm so late.
Don't worry. Are you okay?
I feel like dog shit run through a blender.
Oh, honey. That's no good.
Well, I did have a plan for next season to be able to have a backup, so if I'm sick like this again, we could have someone else that could start the show.
You don't have COVID or anything, do you?
No, I came up negative on the COVID test, but my lungs hurt, my head hurts, I have a fever, body aches, joint pain.
Did they test you for anything else, like, bronchitis?
No, I need to go to the doctors if they get more testing. I just used an at-home COVID test.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Those aren't always coming up correct with the latest strains in your area.
Yeah, that's true. If this is COVID, Jesus Christ.
If it's COVID, it's COVID, right?
Well,
You've had it in your house before.
the difference is that my wife's dad, my father-in-law, he's dying.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And
honey,
she's
really?
spending time with him. Yeah, he was in the hospital. He's confused. Sometimes he doesn't know who he is or where he's at. He can't even complete a sentence. He can only do yes and no questions for the most part. He can barely walk anymore. When he walks to the bathroom, he gets exhausted. They took 500 cc's of fluid from his lungs.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he's not doing well.
I'm sorry.
His blood sugars got all the way up into 400.
What?
Yeah. And if you know anything about blood sugars, it's
That's
dead.
common.
Yeah, it's deadly at 250 and higher.
Mm-hmm.
But he is so diabetic, his body is so well adjusted to it that for his blood sugars to go down below 200 is dangerous for him.
Okay. Okay. Good Lord.
And then Bexy just said, I'm sorry I'm flaking today. I love you all. That's fine, Bexy. You do you.
It's a day. It's a day for that.
Yeah, no shit, it's a day.
Bexy, you need to rest. Don't worry about it.
We all have that shit.
And I have to say thank you to everybody that reached out to see if I was okay. I really appreciated that.
Most concerning was your phone not being on.
My phone was on. It's just that it was in the bed with me and got buried under the comforter.
Oh, it went straight to voicemail.
Oh, it's because because right at 6 it goes to do not disturb.
Oh, of course it does. Oh, yeah. Okay.
At 6?
That makes sense.
For family time and such? Because that's crazy early.
No, it only does it on Thursdays for the podcast.
Oh, okay. I'm like, damn, boy. What? I thought I was feeling old going to bed at 9:30 and shit, but no.
No. Brandon said the kid that he had to do the CPS report, his parents aren't mistreating him, but have him involved in chicken fighting.
What the fuck?
How's that not mistreating?
Not mistreating the kid.
Well, kinda.
Yeah, I mean, the kid's still probably taken care of and all that, but...
Yeah, but exposing young children to crap like that is,
it has its own...
That's a little emotional mistreatment, I think.
Yeah. Passive abuse, I guess you could call it. I don't know. Yeah.
Good God.
So, what did you want to talk about today?
Well, it's going to be a weird one. It's been a rough week. So, next, what's today?
Today's May 5th, Cinco de Mayo.
That's how much it matters.
If I was feeling better...
Now is my I didn't do it day. So,
Yep.
That's where this is starting, but it's been a rough week. I have my best friend out here, unfortunately, had to go and identify her son the other
No.
day. So that's been a fuckery of 3 days.
Well,
and,
I mean, it's your best friend's son, a part of your life, too.
Yeah. So he is being autopsied today to find out what causes.
Oh.
He was discovered face down in a creek. So, looks like no foul play. I am currently on the line of, dude, I hope somebody didn't give him a fucking fentanyl joint. Because I don't want him to go harm somebody. I really don't. I really don't. There's too much of that crap.
And now you're starting to hear the thug coming out of you.
Seriously. Like,
And I don't blame you.
I can't. Like, it's a thing. Especially, with Mariah Goodrich back home losing her son.
Oh, I love Mariah.
Yeah. You know that they lost their son like a month ago, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he went home at lunch from school and smoked a fentanyl-laced joint and overdosed. He didn't know it was laced. So maybe we'll just end up talking about drugs. Who knows?
Yeah?
No. Tonight is more of a...
It's a celebration for you, though.
Yeah, here's my year journey. I'm still fucking...
You're still here.
Not even halfway through, but I'm still here. I'm getting my tattoo on the 15th. And so that's probably going to be about it. Therapy and all that good shit and shit I've learned. I've learned a fucking lot. A lot.
You see, that habit right there is why we could never date.
That one?
Yep.
Yeah. I stopped this one for like 5 months. And then everything went down with my daughter and her boyfriend. Oh my God. And then the situation with her and him and all that stupidity, right?
No.
Oh, okay. So...
I've been thrown. I was unfairly thrown back into Facebook jail for a post from 9 years ago. I was able to appeal and win. So I'm still trying to get caught up with everything that's going on.
It's nothing.
First of all, let's point out to everyone that he was referring to cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Leaving to the imagination, probably not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't like people that pick the scabs off of cats.
Oh, yeah, that's not nice.
Don't do that either.
And that's why Don't Fuck with Cats exists. I mean, that's where it starts. But yeah, so she went through her route of crazy on her 21st birthday, unfortunately, and has been in a not good relationship where he just decided to lay hands on her 21st.
Oh, hell no.
That's when I started smoking again. Because I was actually out there with her dad for her 21st birthday. And we ended up taking the baby while she was working because he was, baby daddy was in jail at that point in time. And the only way I could get it was like being a waitress again. I was like, that's it. Give me a cigarette. I need a break. You watch the kid and the puppy. I'm leaving.
Wow.
Hey, whatever coping helps you make it through.
Hey, I'm not a meth head.
Yeah.
Nah, so it's been a year. It's been an interesting year. That's going to start driving me nuts. The little doggies are going to start driving me nuts. Ouch.
I love the memes that have been going around today.
I've
waited a whole year to post this, and that's a jar of mayo in a sink. Cinco de Mayo.
That's fucking horrible. That's like the dad joke of all ages. God, I hope this isn't one I got from you, but it might be one I got from you.
A meme?
Yeah, dad joke.
I love dad jokes.
I know. That's why I'm like, it might be one I stole from you. I hope it's not. I hope I can give you a new one. I really do. God, I hope I can give you a new one. Do trees poop?
No.
Oh, of course they do. That's how we get number 2 pencils.
Nice.
That's a good one. All I know is that we get hay fever because of tree-gasms.
Yes, I saw that. I love it.
I'm pollinating so hard right now.
Oh, it's horrible. It's freaking horrible. One thing I miss about Arizona is I didn't go through this there.
I only have one thing that I'm allergic to that blooms in this area. And when it hits me, it causes my throat to start to close up.
What is it?
I have no idea what it is, though.
Oh,
And whatever it is, it's near my house too. Cause I go outside and I'm not safe. But I go in the house, I take a Visceral, and I wait 15 minutes, and then I can go back out and I'm fine.
Okay, all right. So we have. I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're locust trees or I don't know what they are. But my sister and I refer to them as piss trees. Okay. Yeah, because when they bloom in the spring, they smell like dog pee.
Oh,
That does sound familiar.
It's horrible. So she has one tree in her side yard, and it happens to be one of these. She didn't know it. She also has AstroTurf for her 2 dogs. So she spent half of last spring scrubbing the hell out of her AstroTurf.
not realizing it was the tree the whole time.
Totally.
Oh, that's funny.
And we ended up like running down the greenbelt under a couple of these trees. She's like, "That's the smell in my yard."
No, it wasn't the dogs.
No, it wasn't. It was fabulous.
And then there's that one flower that blooms like once every 7 years, and it smells like a dead body. It's like the corpse bloom.
Yeah. And I think it's called isn't it like the corpse flower or something like that?
Something like that. It's like there's a part of me that wants to see it, but there's also the other part of me that's like, oh, fuck that.
The big part of me just goes, why is it there?
Well,
like, why?
Apparently it uses flies for its pollination.
Well, that's why it smells like death.
Now, the one thing I do want to go see is the gigantic wisteria in near Southern California.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard about that?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
I love the story behind it. That the lady bought it for $25, which at the time was about with inflation, it was about a $25 tree.
Okay.
She planted it in front of her porch, thinking it'd be really nice to get it to lace up around the porch. Well, that house has since collapsed under the weight of the wisteria.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, for whatever. And wisterias usually don't grow like that, but the soil and the climate where it's at is like absolutely perfect for the wisteria.
Really?
So the thing grew and spread like a virus.
Really?
Yeah. And apparently, every year when it blooms, the thing's a city block in size.
What?
Yeah. And when it blooms, they have a big festival. People go, and you go underneath the branches of the wisteria, and it's like this giant, violet-looking... I really want to go and experience it.
That would be awesome.
Right?
That would be awesome. I'm just excited because we have our Lavender Festivals coming up.
I love lavender.
That's my hands down very, very favorite. And like, there's like 7 different places out here that do these like lavender festivals. And you can go and just pick your own and all this stuff. I make smudge sticks out of them.
So my ex-wife, she decided to buy, I think it was 5 pounds of lavender once.
What? That's a shit ton of lavender.
She didn't know how much it was going to be. And we get this gigantic moving box filled with fucking lavender. Apparently, okay, now we've been divorced now for about 15 years.
Okay.
And she still has half the box. She
still
bought
has
it
to laugh.
she bought it like
God.
17 years ago. She still has half the box.
What does she do with it?
She like makes like the face masks for sleeping, fill them with lavender. And pretty much anything else you could think of, she'll put in with lavender. And I mean, I love that idea of the face mask.
I mean, I hope she's selling them. I mean, not just making, the occasional mask for herself with all.
I don't know. I'll just put it this way. She was such an arts and crafts person that the last place we lived together in San Diego, the entire dining room wall was nothing but her crafts.
I thought you were going to say lavender.
No. Oh, no. The lavender was in our closet. But it was just boxes and tubs and totes of just, on the shelf, below the shelf, stacked up. I mean, it was the entire wall, almost to the ceiling.
Oh, see, we had an art and craft room, because it was just me and my daughter in the house. So the extra bedroom, the whole closet was just crammed. Crammed. But it was fantastic, because trust me, money on board. Oh, yeah? Yeah? There's a whole room in there.
With shit to do.
Like, I promise you, there's stuff to do in there. Yeah. Oh, man. Good God. Kids. And then grandkids.
I have 2 with a third on the way now.
I know you do. Congratulations, and that's awesome.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I love it.
I know. You love the babies.
I love it, the babies.
Yeah. I'm madly in love with mine. We had an argument when I was visiting. Little girl, she smacked me right in the face.
Oof.
And I looked at her and I was like, you just hurt my feelings. And I left. And usually she is the one that just starts crying. She's like, I'm peeking through this, the little crack in the door. And she's like, dude, did that just happen? Yeah.
And we know she didn't hurt your feelings. You were secretly proud because you were like, oh, she is mine.
Hands in the air.
No, I'm not a physical girl. Not until you really, I've never been in a fight in my life. Your words can get you out of anything they need to.
Yep, I've never been in a fight a day in my life.
I don't believe in it. I don't believe in violence. I believe that we can, if we can't talk it out, then we best just walk away.
Yep. This is...
Like the whole Will Smith thing knocked me off my freaking feet because I was like, that man had enough time to think about what he was doing.
Yeah.
A good time to think about your action and then follow through on it. That's disgusting.
And then Dave Chappelle got attacked.
I just heard about that. Yeah, what the French?
All because he told jokes about the trans community. But the guy that attacked him, you should see what he looked like afterwards. Those bodyguards were not nice to him.
Can we stop being so fucking sensitive?
Seriously.
Can we go back to like Eddie Murphy Delirious days?
Goody goo goo.
Just I'm not saying as ignorant as we were back then, but can we laugh a little
right?
bit? Like, I laugh at my fucking shit all the I'm so unfortunate. I'm hilarious.
My little rule of thumb for myself is if I can't laugh at myself, I have no business laughing at others.
Yeah, when I share a funny story about myself, sometimes people are just horrified. It's like, why would you admit that? It's like, because it's funny, and I'm so grateful that I made myself laugh. I don't care if it's embarrassing.
You are killing me lately, girl. I am in love with you. I really am. I'm like, I look forward to your days. I'm sorry, even when you're having a crappy day. I'm like, what's going on in her life? But then you always have this little bloop twist. And I'm like, look at that tiny little sunlight right there on it. It's okay.
I love that too.
Thing in there that you're like, but hey.
I actually was explaining to one person, I was just freshly divorced. Like I just got the papers served. And I talked about the whole story about what happened with the marriage falling apart. And the person was like, I hate what you just did. Like, I feel really bad about everything you said, but you had me laughing my ass off the entire time.
Laugh at a funeral, man. It's okay. It's all right to use your humor as pain, or your humor is healing to pain. I mean, it's. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I mean, everybody. It's a coping mechanism. I do it when I'm uncomfortable. I do it when I'm embarrassed. I do it when I'm sad. I do it when I'm angry. Like, I fucking joke about everything. I am like the inappropriate chick you do not want to take to places.
But a laugh is a laugh, and they're all healing.
Yep, and I'm the same way. I'm always looking for the joke. I don't like actively look. I'm always like, is there a joke? Is there a joke? If one pops out, I'll jump on it.
That's the thing. Because there is one in everything, so you don't have to actively look.
Right, because if you're actively looking, you're going to force it, and this is going to come out like shit.
And then you're an asshole because you're looking for it.
Yeah. That's why I'm usually like, I'm sorry, but
right?
This was what just happened in my mind.
Yes. Well, I was met two of my sister's friends this weekend, and before meeting them, and I didn't know that they were in the car with her when I asked. She's like, "Don't forget we're meeting so and so this week," and I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, they do know I'm intensely offensive, right? And she just goes, "Yeah, they hang out with me. It's okay." And I'm like, "Okay, all right." It's like,
that's my sister and me as well. Like, if you can hang out with my sister, you can hang out with me, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we rip the shit out of each other constantly.
Ow.
Yeah, we all find ourselves hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jay, I'm going to just flick your tailbone.
Oh.
It's burning right now.
Girl, I feel for you so bad.
I do. I cannot imagine.
I am so sorry. I broke the whole damn tip off of my floats now, and it sucks, and I'm so sorry.
That sounds awful.
Oh,
this is a fracture right above it.
Oh, no, it is incredible pain. It
Mm.
really is.
I've only
I haven't broken mine off, so ooh.
Oh, that was like this. That was water broke me. No, legit. I jumped off a 60-foot cliff and landed wrong into the water, and it broke off the bottom of my tailbone, and it fractured my sternum.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah, it was gnarly, and I didn't go to the doctor for. I didn't go to the doctor for like 5 days because I was like, it'll get better. And every day it got worse and worse and worse. And finally I was like, dude, I can't do this. And yeah, I finally went to the doctor, and I was super legit with her. I was like, look, I don't know how like people legitimately live with pain every single day. I don't.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't, because I was like, this is day 5. If you cannot do something about this, I am telling you now, I will not live like this. Like, I can't do it. This is a different level of misery that I can't do. Like, she's like, okay. I'm like, yeah, do not give me any opioids. Don't give me any of that shit. But girlfriend, if we can't fix what's going on, it's over. Yeah, that was gnarly. Physical therapy.
Oof.
Yeah. And it'll hurt for a while, and it'll zing you. You're all right, though. It'll get better. I promise.
Next Saturday, the 14th, that's the night I'm supposed to be in the car for 7 hours.
Oh,
girlfriend.
I'm debating. I'm giving it, till early next week to decide whether I'm going to Seattle.
Oh, that's rough. I hope you're doing better by then. I really, really do. Yeah. That's rough. That's gnarly.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll send you a donut. The cushion.
Those aren't working for me right now. They hit the wrong spot no matter what. I can't. I mean,
you have to slide.
And I was actually trying to be nice too.
Like, you have to tuck your pelvis and sit in a weird way, because they don't. The way you sit, your bone still pushes against the back of the donut.
Exactly. So I can't. They're not really helping me. It's like the position I have to sit in works without a donut too. So, and it's just uncomfortable either way. So.
But you figured out your bike.
Yes, I did. I'm so fucking stubborn.
I could just see her too, just ow, 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 the whole time.
Fortunately not. There was one thing, because I let myself relax just a little bit. That position you have to maintain. You have to think about it. And then it was like, shit. And then, I didn't do it again. So the rest of the time it was just, it's more tiring because you are more tense the whole time. But
yeah,
it works. I'm just more exhausted after.
I can, Holy Hannah.
But I cannot imagine snapping the whole thing off.
Yeah, though I've only had 2 breaks. I chipped, that bone that sticks out on your ankle? I chipped that.
Oh,
wait, no, I've had 3. I also had a hairline fracture in my cheek up here. And I broke my little toe.
Mm-hmm.
Broke it completely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that, and out of the 3, the little toe hurt the worst by a lot.
Oh, yeah, I'll back that up. I broke my middle toe.
The little toe...
Yeah, toes hurt.
They say that breaking the little toe is among the most painful bones you'll break, up there with the femur and the humerus, and even your tailbone. And I'm just like, ugh.
Broken anything just freaking hurts, okay?
Yeah, it does.
Broken anything. I've broken all of my fingers at some point in time.
Oh, yeah.
I've broken a lot of stuff. I played hard.
Yeah, you did.
I played freaking hard. I fell on my head a couple times. Like, my spine's all screwed up.
And then there's my friend's daughter who was a flyer in cheer. All the way, and she got a scholarship, a free ride for cheer because she was a flyer. You talk about breaking things. As she put it, it's like if you land on the ground, like when you're thrown and you're falling, you can typically fall in ways to mitigate the damage. You get hurt when people try to catch you.
Out. Get out. Yes.
And she has broken everything.
It sucks. Yeah, that whole cheer thing is a dangerous thing. People dropping and flopping and hurting themselves. For what? So you can wear a cute skirt and cheer.
Yep.
No, it's not even about that anymore. When I was in high school with Miss Blevins, Like, the whole thing was serious, man. The whole thing was serious. You didn't screw around at games. You didn't screw around. The culture now is, who cares about games? Get your ass to competition.
Yeah, it's totally changed. I just remember when your football games, when the varsity team started running up the score, the cheerleaders were fucking miserable.
The push-ups. We had a fucking, what was it? A score of 83 one night, and I wanted to kill someone. I wanted to hurt someone. Because it's not like you just did 83 push-ups. No, you did 7, and then you did 14. And then you did 21, because every time we got a touchdown,
yep,
you did push-ups to the score. So it's not like, oh, I did 81 push-ups that night. No, I did like 250 fucking push-ups.
Yep.
Yeah. Fucking bullshit. Talk about some mental shit there. Yeah. Oh, cheerleading. Cheerleading was some mental shit. High school was some mental shit. Our high school was some definite mental shit.
Yeah. High school, for me, pretty much sucked. I made some of my best friends ever, but the rest of it just sucked. And I can say the only class that I took that actually I benefited from was typing.
McNames.
Yep, with Mr.
Yeah,
McNames.
he was badass.
I love both of the McNameses.
Me too. They were awesome. They were awesome.
They were what tenured teachers should be.
My favorite teacher was Helfont, though.
I loved Helfont.
He was my hands down very favorite teacher. He really was. He was a good guy.
He was a really good guy. What was the name of that one that had Mr. Barrett? The one with cerebral palsy?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
He was amazing.
I forgot about that. You know, the ones you don't like stick it out in your head more.
Yeah.
My favorite was Shelton, but I had him a lot.
I would have liked him back then. I definitely do not like him now.
Ditto. Ditto. Oh, God. I hated Mr. Killingsworth. I don't even remember. I think he was only there a year. I hated that man. Oh, I hated
2
that
years,
man.
and he was trash.
I hated him with he refused to teach me. His words, not mine.
Yeah, I never
because
had him for a
you
teacher,
need to
but
learn.
we hiked with him and stuff down to the Grand Canyon and stuff.
Oh, did you really?
Mm-hmm.
How did this end up happening? What?
Parents, friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah. No, that refusing to teach thing, that was sort of a fad among a few of the teachers at that time. Like Bauer in biology, he refused to teach. It was a thing. They wanted you to discover instead of be taught. So you were sort of being self-led. It was really strange and didn't work.
Pissed. Because this comment came after I had been going in early for help, like 4 days in a row, and he ignored me every damn day. And girl, I am not, like, do not talk to me in the morning. You can talk to me at 2 o'clock in the fucking morning because I'm still up, all right? But don't you talk to me at 7 a.m. because we are going to have problems. I was like, that's all there is to it, okay? And my fucking happy little ass got up, got my ass to school in order to try to figure out algebra, all right? Because I suck at numbers, and that's all I do now. But, like, I just... 4 days in a row, the bastard wouldn't help me. So I walked up to him, and I'm really nice until I fucking snap. And I was like, boom, why won't you help me? And he just looks at me, he goes, I refuse to help you because you refuse to learn. And I was like, wait a minute, dude, I have been here at 7 a.m. 4 days in a row. Okay, now you're right. I refuse to learn. Fuck you, family. I don't care.
Wow.
Yeah, I was so mad. Yep. I was like, okay, fine. That's fine. I'm just going to start skipping all your classes because I'm going to fail anyway. I don't care. I'll take that time back.
Yeah.
Oh, teachers. So influential, and they have so much that they affect. Very strange.
I'm trying not to drop everything around me because I can't fix any. I'm having a problem over here.
Yeah, meanwhile, it's like I actually passed high school algebra in 8th grade, got credit for it. My freshman year, I passed high school geometry, which was supposed to be a sophomore class. And then I got Killingsworth for Algebra 2. And I could not pass it.
Oh, okay. That makes me feel that much.
And math is one of my strong points.
I missed a very fundamental day in 3rd grade. I know that sounds stupid, but if I really trace everything back mathematically, I missed a super fundamental day in 3rd grade to strep throat. And it was the day that they actually started teaching multiplication. Okay. So when I got back to school the next day, all I knew was I had a bunch of multiplication tables that I needed to memorize. So in my head, multiplication was just memorization, and that's what it was. And it wasn't until I think it was like my junior year of high school that I put together that 4 times 4 is 4 times.
Wow. Yeah, you missed a very fundamental day.
I had a similar thing. I tested out for algebra, for high school algebra in the 8th grade, but I was scared to take it. So I went ahead and didn't. And then 9th grade, I was sick for the order of operations.
Oh,
girl. So I went from top of the class to bottom, hugged Hanson when I got a D in geometry.
Oh.
And it was all that. I had no idea. I didn't know it until college. And then
you have this moment that you go, you know what, my whole life would have been so much fucking easier.
I wanted to be an astronomer, kind of relying on math.
Yeah.
Really?
Gave it up.
To be a brain surgeon.
There you go.
Like, yeah. Yeah. One day. And it's interesting though, because teachers and like the schools say it all the time. We need your kids to be here.
Mm-hmm.
They miss a lot in one day.
Yeah.
Like, we're both super proof of that, actually.
Yeah.
Like,
except they should also be paying attention and trying to figure out where they lost you. And that's where Killingsworth fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, for you. But with younger kids, if you have a kid who missed a day, it's one kid. Okay? It's one kid. I know our teachers are working their asses off, and I know they have a lot more that they're responsible for than they should be responsible for, such as raising other people's children, which they shouldn't have to fucking do. But if you have one kid and you know there's something fundamental that they missed, at least pull them aside for a second, or let their parents know, hey.
You can also see a moment when their grade drops. You can see that.
Like, pay attention.
You know exactly what they missed.
Pay attention.
You know it.
Yeah.
So
that's the slipping through the cracks and the wow, crazy shit. Crazy shit. One day. That's insane.
Yeah, should have an episode just called One Day.
That one day.
One day changes everything. One day sent me to therapy. It wasn't one day. It was a buildup of a whole lot of days.
But that one day was the breaking point.
Fuck me, it was a snapper, let me tell you. Jesus God Almighty, I snapped so hard. And I've learned a lot since then. I've learned that, like, go save your ass and then deal with the consequences later. Like, consequences being massive amounts of bills and everything else that turns people off from going to therapy or going and getting help. But yeah, that's fucking, if my therapist wasn't as awesome as he is, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. I wouldn't be able to go to him. Because he's literally like, if you can only pay me $20 a month, pay me $20 a month. We'll do this for the rest of your life if you need to. He's like, it's more important that you're here than for you to worry about the bill from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a good
fantastic.
therapist right there.
Yeah. Well, that's why my friend Julie recommended him. She's like, he's trying to fucking work himself out of business. He wants to fix you and have you never come back. She's right. I have never done so much damn work in my whole life. I have done workbooks, and I am halfway through an autobiography. It's fucking gnarly. It's gnarly. It is.
And I still will always recommend the grief recovery.
Yeah.
Because that one, everyone grieves.
About a lot of different things. There's a lot
Is that the one I showed you too? Is that the same one?
The purple book?
I don't remember the color. But we were sharing pages out of it, like the one that says the stages are bullshit.
Yeah. The stages of, it's not stages of grief, it's the stages of coming to terms with a terminal illness.
What?
Like, you know, they always talk about, the different stages of grief. No, it's not grief. For the most part, you don't deny that, say, you lost your job.
Okay.
Denial is part of dealing with a terminal illness. I can't possibly have stage 4 cancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, and they try to say that the stages, someone somewhere screwed up because it's the stages, it's like the 7 stages of coping with having received a diagnosis of a terminal illness.
And it was just listed as they happen to be stages, but they aren't necessarily stages everyone goes through, and they aren't stages that need to go in order.
Exactly.
So even the person who wrote that said, this is wrong, you guys. And yet it had already taken off. So, yeah, my therapist had me buy that. So,
yeah, I had a therapist have me buy that too. It was like the best $15 I ever spent.
What is it called?
The Grief Recovery Handbook.
I might still have a picture of it. I'll find.
That's what we should do on the Discord, is have a resource area where we pin books and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, basically, if Renee Brown wrote it, pin it. Because she's amazing.
Grief Recovery Handbook.
Yeah, the 25th anniversary edition is the good one.
You.
It's like the handbook for the recently deceased.
No, there's actually...
There you go. I sent it to you.
Thank you.
You bet.
It's a workbook, and it's best if you can work with someone else, but not required. And it's pretty
Somebody
amazing.
who you trust completely.
Yes. You have to be able to...
My therapist was implicit about that.
Yeah, it has to be absolute trust, because you're going to be sharing... You're going to rip your heart out in front of them.
Okay.
And you're going to give them ammo that they could use against you if they ever turned on you.
Gotcha. Yeah, like, so make sure.
Yep. And I try to offer for as many people as I can, but my life's so busy lately, I don't have the time to even go through it myself anymore.
Yeah, there's all sorts of crazy going on.
But one of the things that got me to even really strongly consider this book was my therapist was saying that there was a lady that she met who was the happiest lady she had ever met in her life. Unflappable, just nothing bothered her. Okay. And she asked, what is your secret? She says, my secret is I grieve every day.
Okay.
Get it out.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to carry that shit around. It's poison. It'll kill you.
Yeah.
That's why guys die earlier than girls.
Because we bottle shit up.
Oh, man. I don't want to say what's awesome, but what is awesome is, like, girls try to. We just fucking can't.
That's true.
Because this, when I'm out in public and I'm fucking crying, I don't want to be doing that. I'm trying not to. Like, We
Yeah,
just
you
started
feel it
the
coming
fucking-
on, and it's like, no, go, 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 go. I know, here it comes.
So, I had a fucking break. Check this shit out. All right. Oh my God. I had a breakdown in Fred Meyer. I didn't say that. In the grocery store.
The perfect place to have a breakdown. So it's like it's
breakdown in the grocery store.
it's the box cereal, the oatmeal, and the breakdowns.
Yes. Right? In the grocery store. But so I had this interview set up, like super excited about it, interview for training and development with Micron. And I'm like so amped up about it. And like this interview is scheduled for later on that day, and I'm going grocery shopping after coming back from Portland, and then my phone rings and I pick it up, and this one was like, well, no, I didn't pick it up. I missed the call, and then I checked the voicemail, and this chick's like, yeah, this is so-and-so. We were supposed to be discussing this job this afternoon. We've already found our candidate. And I'm like, thanks for the opportunity.
Damn.
But here's the kicker. So I'm digging through stuff today on my emails, and I have this notification. That was 2 weeks ago. They just posted the job again today.
Oh, fuck them.
I'm like, oh, homie didn't work out.
Jeez.
Yeah, that one was interesting. I was like, oh, fuck. All right. Guess that one was supposed to happen. But hey, universe, could you not, like, take me to the top of the roller coaster first next time?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Could you only bring me halfway up before you, like, pull that bottom out?
Right.
Seriously. That is all perspective. I have a lot of faith that I don't know what I'm supposed to have. So whatever's out there that gives and prevents knows a fuck ton better than I ever will. So thanks for not giving me the job, I guess.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
So I gather you're not applying again.
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
I mean, you could always apply again, and then when they call you, be like, "Ha! I was just fucking with you."
I already took another.
No, I actually have an interview coming up on Tuesday for something that is a lot better matched to my heart.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm. So not only that, it's also something that requires 10% travel to Springfield, Oregon. So, you know, to have to be like an hour from my kid 10% of the time on the company, darn it.
Eh.
Like, I'm heartbroken. So hopefully that works out. And if not, you know, you throw your hands up, you go, okay, universe, guess not.
Hey, universe, can you at least check my makeup first?
You know, pull my hair, something. I mean,
Choke me a little.
something, okay? Something. Good God. No. It is. I actually, like, had a long conversation with the beings that are about, like, you know, when I put my energy out, I don't ask for things. I do, but I'm not like, oh, I want this. God, I hope I have this. I'm like, if this is the thing that's going to do it for me and make me happy, then please, by all means, hook a girl up. But if it's not, then please, by all means, like, just let it go. And it seems to have really worked out really, really well. I thought that like coming to Boise was supposed to be one of those, oh, this is like my happy thing. Had a long conversation with the Beans that are about how, okay, I got you, dude. I see you and I hear you and I understand you. It wasn't supposed to be a happy thing. It was supposed to be a learning thing. And I think I've learned. I think I've learned a fucking lot. So now can we do the happy thing?
Right?
Like, I'd really, like, yeah, that'd be me. Can we do the happy thing now? I'd like to do the happy thing.
Happy. I like happy.
Happy would be good.
You know what?
Happy would be great, but all right, now I'll just take the reduction in headache and suffering right now.
I was going to say, okay would be good right now. I'd be good with okay. Okay would be good.
One of the things I love to say, like, you know, when you're driving on the freeway and someone blasts by you. Well, first off, have you ever noticed that everyone that drives slower than you is an idiot and everyone that drives faster than you is an asshole?
And you're the only perfect one, aren't you?
Right.
Oh, I don't know. I've had several where I'm the oops. Sorry.
I'm someone where I'm like, bitch, you need to get the fuck off the road. I don't know what you're doing out here, but you're one of them right now.
What I do is when someone goes blasting by me, my response is, may you get what you deserve. I don't know. They might be in an emergency trying to get to someone to save their life. I don't know. Maybe they do deserve to get a ticket. I don't know. So it's like, you know what? May you get what you deserve. And I mean it, and I mean it sincerely, even if it's like you're doing a good thing. I mean, you're being stupid about how you're doing it, but you know, sometimes. Sometimes you don't have a choice. You know, because trust me, I was speeding up to the hospital when my kid drowned. So yeah, I mean, these are things you do. So that's like the. Wasn't that when you realized that, wow, cities actually have multiple hospitals? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's totally, and I had no idea which one I was supposed to be fucking going to. Yeah. Just a small town girl. Funny shit, man. Funny because it all worked out. Which is why I am the grandmother who is purchasing the swim lessons for her granddaughter this year.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you don't want your daughter having the same experience.
No. Nobody should. Like, teach your kids how to swim. Teach your kids how to swim and replace your fire. Your
smoke detectors.
Yeah, your smoke detectors.
And fire extinguishers, they expire too, so.
Yeah.
They expire too.
Yeah, it's really great when you go, you pull the pin, hold it, squeeze the handle, and it's like a little bit of foam dribbles out. It's all like...
It's not funny, but, you know.
They have these new packages that you could throw into the fire, and when they explode, they instantly suffocate the flames. They're amazing.
Do they pull the oxygen out of the air like the?
Yeah, it bonds with all the oxygen in the air, so the fire has nothing to burn.
Yeah,
and you can put them like over your stove. So if you happen to get a stove fire and you walked away for a minute, it'll take care of it for you.
Brilliant!
Wow.
You can put it inside the hood of your car. So if you wind up having an engine fire.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of brilliant uses for this thing.
This is brilliant. Now we've come a long way from things.
I might not make it a lot longer. I'm uncomfortable.
She said, I'm dying here. It's okay. It's just a chat night anyway, I guess. Oh, man. So, yeah, I have my appointment to get my I Made It tattoo, which I don't even know which one it is yet. I think I'm getting a phoenix.
That's a good one. I love Phoenix.
Well, I have a Phoenix Rising on one rib cage, and then I want the one in flames on the other one. But if I'm going to be 100% honest, fuck, I don't want to go through that pain again.
I
Like,
have
that
a
was-
numb patch on my ass right now, and I'm half tempted to get it tattooed while it's numb.
I love it. I love that. That's awesome. I'm in love with that. That's brilliant. Brilliant. Is it a lidocaine patch?
No, it's from the break in my spine right there. It just created a numb patch in the upper, like $10
Ah.
sized.
This wouldn't be horrible.
I know, right?
No. I
Yeah,
have
like-
a friend.
Yeah, I get sand dollar size, so I got a tattoo of a sand dollar because I couldn't think of anything else.
And it fits the patch. That's my numb patch. Oh my god, I love it.
All right, so there was a joke I saw. There was a gynecologist. It's like, okay, before we get started, I'm going to numb you first. And then he goes down on her. It's all numb, 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 numb.
Oh my god! It's the dirty dad joke.
That would be an uncle joke.
Yes, yes. Yes, Uncle Buck.
Mm.
Oh my god. Num 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 num. I can't.
She's dying.
I can't. That's just too much. Oh my god. I've got to just stick that one in my back pocket and carry it around. Seriously. Whip it out at just the right time. Num 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 num.
Hey, before you do me, you gotta numb me.
No, num 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 num. Oh my word. That's wonderfully horrible.
Kind of like the joke where the guy, like the wife tells the husband, tonight I want to give you the greatest blowjob that you've ever had. And the guy's like, really? And she goes, April Fool. That's what you get for trying to play a trick on me, damn it.
Oh my god.
Horrible joke.
Terrible. Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
I'm
I'm not
a bad...
laughing.
I'm so offended.
You're trying not to laugh is what it is.
No, I'm just laughing.
Yeah. I'm not doing that thing that I'm totally doing.
Yeah.
See? Inappropriate's fun.
I'm not a
It's
bad...
necessary.
It's like, I'm not a bad person. I just act that way. My humor's bad. I will admit that.
I'm an angel with a sailor's mouth and mind. I think that's, yeah. Because I know people are always like the mouth. No, I got the mind too.
Yeah, I have a heart of gold and a very corrupted mind.
Right?
Like, I never, ever want to hurt anybody. Ever.
No, but sarcasm's hilarious and
Yeah.
bad shit is funny sometimes.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it
yeah.
just brings us back to, but then you get one person
Ugh.
who takes it way too fucking serious.
Yep.
Fucking fun suckers taking all the fun on all our shit.
Sunfuckers.
Is sun fucker? Seriously.
And all it takes is one, and then everyone has to, awareness now.
Bandwagon up, right? Like, oh, I was laughing before, but kind of like Will Smith, all right? If you actually watch that video, that
He was
motherfucker
laughing
was
right up
laughing
until he
his
went
ass
up there to slap.
off. Oh, he was laughing his ass off.
And
Till he
even...
looked at his wife.
Yeah, and you know, off camera, she was like, motherfucker, and he was like, hey.
You know,
funny.
he was laughing until he noticed that the wife was mad, and then he's like, oh,
Yep.
fine.
Now
Better
I'm gonna
do the
make a
thing.
bigger fool of myself and slap this guy.
Yeah, and now all the crap that's coming out about her.
Oh, well, the her and Amber Heard together, all of this shit. I saw what you put up in your freaking story.
About the toxic feminine.
It is time to start talking about that shit because there's a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toxic feminism is a real thing.
There's a lot of it.
Just like, a lot of people go, misogyny is the most evil of all. It's like, well, don't forget that misanthropy is just as bad.
The opposite of it, or the counterpart, not the opposite. The counterpart of it is just as bad.
Yeah.
Because it's the same action.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you're doing it to. If it's the same action, and it's just as bad.
Yeah.
Like, because it's the action that's bad. In the core, that's what it is.
Right.
People start getting focused on the outside tendrils, though. And they start following those instead of being upset about the action.
Yeah. It's just,
It's the end of the world as we know it, that's all.
Now that song's stuck in my head.
Oh, it will be.
Fine.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
So anybody called that shit over and over again.
And I feel fine.
But yeah. I don't know. It worries me sometimes. I look at what our Mother Earth is doing, and I get a little nervous. We've pissed her off enough, and we're assholes to each other.
We are.
Yeah.
What a failed fucking science experiment. Unless this is the result that they were hoping for. And then, yay! Good job!
Yeah.
It's the final season of
Just
Earth.
an entertainment.
Like, maybe we totally just proved the theorem. We could have. They're like, see, I told you it'd be nothing but fucking horrible shit by the end of it.
Or it's like the third time around, or like, see, same thing again, every time.
George, why do you want to keep trying? We've proven it.
I still love the South Park thing about, it's one planet, one species. You think Earth really came this way on its own?
Yeah. Oh my God. South Park, everything. That's the beautiful thing about South Park is they'll just call it out.
Even if it's something that they strongly feel one way or the other, they'll still do the episode anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's called being consistent.
And they don't give a shit about getting called out for it. They're not trying to be assholes. They're just saying fucking what they need to say in the way they need to say it, as close to the way they want to say it as the platform that they're on will allow.
Yeah.
It fascinates me when a show or a person, it seems to be cancel proof, and it sort of says something about us when it's like, no, we don't go there. They're okay.
Well, that's fine.
Like Dave Chappelle's cancel proof.
Right?
They've tried to cancel him. They have tried.
They did. They have.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Good Lord. It's interesting. It's interesting what they try to cancel, what they don't, and this and that and the other.
And I'm glad that cancel culture is starting to finally just fall apart. That people are just sick of it.
I know it.
Get your fucking panties out of a wad. It's
Seriously.
like you're making it hard. You're making it just hard to live and simply exist. Like, are you going to get offended if I say hello instead of hi? Well, fuck me. I don't know.
Right? Are you going to so you're mad at me because I accidentally stepped on one of your triggers that I had no idea existed. I'm sorry. It is not my job to know all of your triggers. It is your job to be able to deal with.
It's your job to go heal yourself so you fucking can. But nobody wants to go to fucking therapy. We're finally getting to the point where therapy is okay.
Finally.
But it's still a stigma. It's still a thing. It's
still a sign of weakness.
It's still hard for fucking people to decide to do. Well, my daughter sent me a beautiful thing. It was this guy who was talking about how healing is not hard. He's like, healing's not hard. Like all the shit, healing from all your past childhood trauma or recent trauma, he's like, healing from all your past shit, healing's not hard. He said, what's hard is healing while you still have shit coming at you that you're going to need to heal from later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
like,
excellent.
What makes it hard. And I was like, boom, motherfucker just hit it so hard, right? I'm like, that is it. Because if I didn't have all the shit in my life that I had to fucking deal with, I could sit here and fucking heal myself in a week and a half. Go to my therapist every day and be like, okay, and then focus on that without an influx of all the crazy that life is.
There was, so, the person that's taken the first episode of the next season for the podcast, they posted a TikTok that the message in it just absolutely blew my mind, and I had to repost it. The message is all about the wrong person. And it's about, the problem is that it's not that there's anything wrong with you. It's that you give to others and you're shocked that they would turn around and do you wrong. That you would never do to them what they have done to you. And you are wasting your time and energy on the wrong person.
Just spend it on you.
Yeah, that was just like, wow, that's pretty deep.
Yeah. Well, that was actually one of the very first... I read a lot of papers when I first went into therapy. A lot of crying, a lot of papers, a lot of reading things, a lot of writing things, a lot of this, a lot of that. And one of them was right along those lines of like and there goes the train.
About wasting your time and energy on the wrong person.
Yeah. About how you're supposed to be spending your time and your energy on taking care of yourself, and it is not your responsibility to make sure that others are okay with how and what you do, as long as you are respectful in how and what you do.
Right.
And
kind of like going back to the trigger thing, it's like, yeah, I have my triggers, but it's not your responsibility to be cautious of my triggers. It is my responsibility to be like, yo, this is a trigger of mine. I know it's a trigger of mine.
Right.
It's not for you to have to figure out. It's for me to be able to go, why is this triggering me, and what can I do to mitigate this?
But it is my responsibility to not be an intentional douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And if I notice that I said something that triggered someone, I'm going to be like, yeah, did I just mess up? I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask, did I trigger you? Because that's too many.
Triggering too in itself.
Too many people use that as it is to trigger others. Did I trigger you? Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
No, that's not who I am. That's why I'm going to be like, well, did I just say something wrong? Did I make a mistake? What did I do? Because I don't want to step on your triggers. But at the same time, don't expect me to always tiptoe around it and remember your triggers unless we're best friends, in which case, of course, I'm going to know your triggers. But if it's...
Even then you might not remember all of the triggers.
Exactly.
Well,
hell, I don't even know all of my triggers. How am I supposed to know all of somebody else's?
Right? I've recently discovered some all new ones for me. It's interesting.
Right? Seriously. Actually, I've recently discovered I don't have any shit to deal with from what I'll refer to as the meth years on. I have talked about and gone through all of that shit enough with 1.5 million people that there's nothing there. But holy hell, there's all sorts of shit that I did not know formed me that now I have to address and be like, okay, here's why you are the person that you are, And not even like why you react to things the way you do. It's even like for me, it's here's why you are who you are.
Yeah.
You know? And like you've always loved all these neat little pieces of you, but now there's pieces that you love that you realize are fucking little droppings of toxicity that were left over from a bunch of shit that like you need to be okay being like, hey, that's a piece of me that I thought I loved that's actually like created from not good shit that needs to go away.
Yeah. No, yeah.
It is. It's very strange to find pieces of you that you truly loved at one point in time and you go, oh, what the fuck? Like this trait that you thought was so awesome. Look where it put you, dumbass.
Like being defiant over everything.
Like being way too fucking nice.
Yeah. That's another one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's really, really, really hard to learn how to be a bitch.
It's easier for guys, I think, because guys are just such assholes to each other. Even when you're friends, you're an asshole to each other.
Yeah, you guys have the natural aggression thing.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know if the female, what I will refer to, and I'm sure somebody would like to tear me apart for at some point in time because you can never say anything fucking right. But what I refer to as the female meekness, I don't, that's not even a fucking, like the male aggression thing is a DNA thing. It's in you.
Yeah.
The female meekness is not a DNA thing.
No, it's not.
It is a centuries of programming thing.
Right. It's a learned trait.
Yeah. You know, and bless it all, I love church. I love God. I love many different gods. I really enjoyed going to church. But the views of the Catholic Church created a lot of fucking issues that have hung on until now. That I'm really trying to fucking, because it really is the old school sit down, shut the fuck up, speak when spoken to, and respect your elders. Well, let me tell you something, motherfucker. If my elder is doing something to me that my elder should not be fucking doing to me, I shouldn't fucking respect them.
Exactly.
Like, that whole thing is what taught kids to don't say anything. That's why fucking people got away with pedophilia and shit for fucking ever. Because you were taught to respect your elders. That's my elder. I need to respect them. No, you fucking don't. Not if they don't respect you. And that's for me, that's 40 years of conditioning that I'm like, ugh. All right, I'm working on it. You know? Because I'm just that nice fucking chick who likes to make it all nice and calm and fucking quiet for everybody. Even though I'm a rambunctious bitch if you fuck with my family.
Mm.
Like, you can fuck with me all you want to.
You fuck with my family.
Fuck my family. I'm coming at you. Like, I will come at you, claws out.
Well, like I had to tell my wife, because for a while there, she kept doing the, I'm with you, I'm leaving you, I'm with you, I'm leaving you, I'm with you, I'm leaving you. And I told her, it's like, and I watched how it was impacted my kids. I said, look, I could do this all day and all night. You know, I could do this forever. It doesn't bother me any. But you're really seriously screwing with the minds of my kids. Go ahead and leave now, but if you come back and you leave again, you're never allowed back again. You get one more chance.
Yeah.
Well, she came back. And we're going to be married for 12 years at the end of this month.
Yay! That's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's good shit.
She came back.
Everything good? Or at least okay?
Of course, it ebbs and flows.
Mm-hmm. Just like everything does. Natural way of things.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know. The whole life's a dance thing. Waiting for my kid to realize her worth and move on. She did go get herself a kick-ass little job, though. So we went from playing at McDonald's to she is with Columbia Bank now.
Great.
Yeah, I'm like, look at a career path.
Nice.
And it's so cute because, like, she gets... I get this fucking message from her on her first day of work that says, I'm never going back to fast food again. And I'm like, oh yeah, no shit. Like you're out, like once you're out, you don't have to go back, you know?
Although I will say that In-N-Out is not a bad place to go if you want to get back into fast food and make a career out of it, because they pay well.
Yeah, they do.
And they have great benefits too.
Well, that's her thing. Dude, I'm like, are you serious? They treat her birthday as a holiday. You automatically get your birthday PTO.
Nice.
That's what
Nice.
I'm like, what company is like, oh, it's your birthday? Take it off.
I actually had that when I worked at Music Match. You got an extra day off for your birthday.
Awesome. I'm so jealous of that. Like, I'm stupid jealous of that. I'm like, dude, that's your, like, people should have their birthday off.
They really should.
You know? It's a thing. It should be a thing.
It should be.
When I rule the world tyrannically, it will be a thing.
At least you make sure there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Oh, no. I'm not going to blow my bullshit. Like, y'all know what my goal is now. I'm not going to, like, use the propaganda. No. This is what I'm doing.
I've said stuff like that, too. I'm like, oh, no, I'll be horrible. I'm just kidding. Like that, too.
If I was the ruler of the world would be amazing. For me.
For you.
Yeah. I have no dreams of being a kind ruler. Are you kidding me?
Wait, those two words go together somewhere?
I would try to. It's like I would try to be a kind ruler, but I know I'm going to fuck up somewhere. Someone's going to piss me off.
I have no dreams of that. That's just not even cool.
I would just be a kind of ruler. That's what I would do. I'd be like, no. Bring me all the puppies.
I get all the puppies.
Yeah, bring me all the puppies. Let me kiss your babies. Now go get me food.
Oh, God.
And life is good. It wouldn't be bad. Just everybody has to line up with babies, puppies, and food. If you don't have a baby, you have to have a puppy or food.
We're going to have a whole new version of Baker's Dozen now because of you.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's that. If I rule the world, there'd be puppies and food.
And I get to kiss the babies.
Right? Everybody gets puppies, food, and babies. We'd all just be happy.
Except for people that are allergic to dogs and don't like babies.
Yeah, the cats wouldn't be thrilled.
Yeah, but they're cats.
And I'd be more of the, oh, God, get your baby away from me. It's kind of like weak somewhere.
Yeah, of course, she's like, is it motherhood great? God, no.
I don't like...
I'm the one that's also telling people not to have kids.
Meanwhile, I love being
the drooling ones. I don't want the drooling ones. Take the drooling ones away.
The drooling, puking, pooping ones can, no.
You know what's insane? I can handle the pooping. I can handle the puking. I can handle the peeing. Don't fucking drool on me.
Don't do any of it on me. I will throw your baby.
I don't know what it is about the drool. Don't drool. Don't drool. Like, you're not allowed to teeth because you're not allowed to drool. Not in my house.
Yeah, let's see how that works out.
Actually, it worked out great. Mackenzie was not a big drooler.
You're lucky.
Like, she really wasn't. She didn't drool very much. Hers, on the other hand, I was like, take this thing. Take it. It's fucking watering on me. Oh. Like, please.
Your baby's a watering can.
Oh my God. It just, it's all over. Good God. Oh, she's so lovely, though. I'm in love with her. I am. I am in love with her.
Oh, good.
She is awesome. You still have young ones. You won't be a grandma for a long time, I hope.
My oldest is 17 and a half.
Oh, that's right. He's wow.
Yeah.
What's he want to do?
Hmm?
What is he doing? What does he want to do? Does he know?
He wants to be a game developer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's taken some classes with a man who used to be a lead developer with LucasArts.
Really?
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Fabulous.
he was the lead on the original PC game, the Star Wars game. Yeah.
Damn.
Really? Well,
Anyway.
Damn.
But yeah, he and his best friend want to team up and start a business. We'll see.
Well, I will say this. If they're going to do an indie game, they need to embrace the bugs. If you don't embrace the bugs when you're doing an indie game, you're doing it wrong.
He loves them. I think he will, because he actually he already does. So yeah.
As when Prison Architect was out in beta, it was all, watch about these bugs, and then there's these bugs. You could try to help save this guard, but that code hasn't been implemented yet. And then you could go to the boards, the message boards, and bitch about the bugs with everybody else. Sometimes your character's loaded with a screwdriver for the head. Yeah, we know about that bug. We don't fucking know how to fix it yet.
Oops, we're trying. Damn it, we're trying. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, all you computer people. I'm like, I don't know how to type.
Well, when it's your job, you have time.
I don't know how
It's
to
just
type,
not as
and I
fun
know how to
anymore.
use all the shit in order to fucking pull data. That's what I know how to do. Very good at data.
Well, that's
I hate
not
it.
everyone's good with that.
Oh god, it took me so long. It took me fucking so like a year of tears in this job trying to figure it out, feeling like I was just never going to get there. And then you think you know it and you don't. And I'm like, oh my god, it was so rough. I was like, I've never had this tough of a time learning how to like do what I'm supposed to do. I was like, but this, oh my god. And like, people who have done shit like that forever, like literally like look at a screen and they're like, dink, 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 dink. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what you how? Where? What? Like, back up and go slow. I don't understand.
Yeah. Oh.
And it's so
All
boring.
a different language. It's all learning different languages.
Yeah, it's just, it's so much. I'm like, boop, boop, boop. Okay, well, boop, boop, boop. If that's what we're doing, that's what I'll do. Just give me the shit I need to know to pull the numbers I need to pull so I can look at all of it. Never fucking ending.
I think I'm at my end here. I need to move around, and it's not going to be easy. So
Yeah,
Oh,
and I'm,
honey, you're
and
gonna
I'm
roll off the
dying
couch.
here.
pretty much.
It's bedtime.
Yeah.
All right, you guys.
Does illness impact mental health? Yes, it fucking does.
Yeah.
A
Yeah,
lot.
it does.
Very much.
Yeah.
All right. We will chit chat later then.
Definitely. And hey, I'm glad you're still here.
Yeah, me too. Thanks.
Yes.
All right, so next week is the season finale. Bexy has a message. That's what the episode's about. And then we're going to take 2 weeks off, and then we'll be back in the first week of June. And we have someone from TikTok with almost a million followers who is going to be talking about anorexia and mental health. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
All right, until then, I'm E.
I'm Jay.
and I guess we'll catch you guys on the next one.